Hey guys, I'm back again sourcing. So I just wanted to go through some stuff with you guys, kind of just show you what I do on a daily basis and how I'm making money. So we're just doing some live sourcing today, kind of going through some stuff. I got some storefronts kind of pulled up here. This is called storefront stocking. So basically, what this is taking other people's listings and what they're selling and hopping on them depending on what they're selling, right? So you're just looking at numbers, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. So let's just start right away. At the end of the day, I also have some other stuff that I was looking at, some Nike stuff I figured might be good just because it's that time of year, right? And the school year is starting up, so people are going to need clothes. Usually, I wouldn't touch clothes. I think the margins aren't that good on them, and it's not worth the return rate. But this time of year, the margins really go up, so we can make a lot of money. So let's continue though with just some live sourcing. So, like I said, this is SellerAmp that I'm using right now. I'll have an affiliate link, and we just look at stuff and we see if it works or not. So let's see here. $15 is our max cost. Let's take a look at the listing. $23.99 is what it's selling for currently, uh, and the buy box is actually at $29.99. So this is kind of inaccurate. So, like I said, eligible. Let's see if I'd be able to sell this. So right now I can't sell this. So we just move on to the next product. That's just how it works. There's so many products to sell online that you can just move on to the next thing. It's really that easy. Pokemon 30-inch Gengar plush. Let's take a look. Okay, Gengar plush. I'm not seeing much about it right now. So let's continue on. Continue. So Lego sets, I can sell these on Walmart. Usually they actually are pretty good. So it looks like I can't sell right now though. It's out of stock, so I'm gonna just continue on. Just keep on moving. That's the beauty of it, right? So let's continue. Looking around, Barbie the movie. Let's take a look. Nope, out of stock everywhere. We continue on. Like I said, it's constantly moving. That's how it works with all these things. It's not quick. Uh, it is quick. Sorry, you're not gonna sit there and spend all the time in the world looking at things when there's just not there. It's not worth your time. It never is. So like I said, moving on to the next thing. WWE Elite action figure. Let's see here. Nope, nothing off of rip. So let's just continue on. Okay. Godzilla versus Kong. Let's take a look. Oh, possibly something. Let's take a look. Nope, can't sell this. So another thing I'm going to drop right now. When it says sold by something, you can sell stuff on Amazon that is from Walmart, but it has to be sold by Walmart. This is sold by another third party. You can't sell this. It wouldn't work. You're not allowed to do that. It's just something that will get your account bans, and you're not necessarily getting it from a real source. So if that makes sense, someone could have just bought that from China, put it on there, and now they're selling it. So you can't do that. Continue on. And my specifications might be a little different than yours. I have pretty ambitious goals as far as this goes, just because I've done it for a long time. I won't necessarily mess around with something that makes me, you know, $40 and sells twice a month. But I know some of you guys are starting out fresh and you just want to make money and you'd be more willing to do those things. So I'll look around at things that I might not necessarily click on just because time, not because I think they're bad, but because of time, like I said. Okay, nothing there. We'll continue on. Ooh, Pikachu, Funko Pop. These are tough because Funkos definitely don't have a good rap necessarily, just because I've heard the returns are pretty big, and it's a collector's item, so it has to be perfect when it actually ships to them. Okay, so honestly, this storefront was kind of so we move on to the next one. Let's see here. This is a lot of video games. Video games are all right, I'd say. Uh, Margins I'd like to have pretty high on these though, because it's just how it works. So if it's all video games, though, I'm going to move on from the storefront pretty quickly. But Puma, let's check this Puma listing. Like I said, back to school is happening. You might be able to find some good deals at Pumas. So buy four, get 40% off. I'm interested. If this is the right sneaker, of course. Karina. Karina, let's see if it's the Karina. This is the Cave In. Let's look up Karina, though, see if the same thing applies or not. Is that a thing even? Is there a Karina? Karina, all white Karina, women's Karina L sneaker. Get this out of here. Sorry. Karina L. Let's go to Karina L maybe. L. Low. No, won't fail me. Oh, I'm gated Puma. I didn't realize that. Okay, I can't even sell this. Moving on. It's really that easy, right? Like I said, it's not something I get stressed about because there's so many things to sell. Okay, Sleeping Pikachu. Look at that guy. Okay. Again, I'm not really seeing much. Continue on. No. Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I think I ended up at a lot of storefronts with a lot of different video games, etc. Because the Final Commander set for Magic the Gathering, I really haven't messed around with all this stuff too much. But as you can see, I have taken a look. Display, Penny Lane gifts and more. Okay, is this real? It doesn't match. Oh wow, okay. Might have just found something that's pretty good, guys. It's the same Ravine Trance. Yep, I think I found this. So I can't sell this here, but I'm sure some of you are going to be able to find it. Uh, is this equal? Let's make sure it's the same. Sorry, my computer's slowing down. Penny Lane established. Yep. Okay. So I believe this is on Walmart though. Yep. I'm gonna buy this real quick. So yeah, $90. Let's see if I can actually. Okay, we're actually back now. I had to go through some stuff, make sure I was getting everything right, and that I had everything good to go. We're gonna move on from this now, and we're gonna continue looking at this guy's storefront because obviously it brought a profitable item, as I said before. So let's continue on. Mega. So these are actually, I think, done being produced, so they might be something good. I don't see anything though, so we'll continue on. Magic the Gathering. Again, these are all kind of cards, so I'm not too hung up on even being on these storefronts right now. Probably go check out some of the Nike stuff I was talking about, just because I think it's a little better. Or let's look at Adidas. Okay, so let's open the listing up. Size 8 sells for $39.90. Max cost is $21. I mean, there we go. I just found it. So let's see here. So I always have to open Kohl's within incognito mode. My cookies are just bad on there, I believe. I think that's part of it. I'm not 100% sure why, but that's just basically what they make me do every time. And yeah, okay. Here we go. So let's see what sizes are available. So 1897 is the size. So if we go to 1897, let me just show you this real quick. 1897 size 8, that looks the same to me. So we're making about $8 a unit. 20% margin is pretty solid. And it should sell. Let's see how many times it sells a month. Undefined, but let's see how many people have sold it. So there's been about, this guy's sold, sold about 18. Okay. So I'd be comfortable getting about 6 of these or so. Honestly, you could get more. You could probably get 10 of these just because at the end of the day, you don't want to, buy one thing. It just would be a lot. Oh, sorry. And that was the wrong color. Same thing though, same size. We look at size 8. Same thing, $39. So $70. And this one actually sells more. This one sold $30. Yeah, okay. So 30 times a month on this listing. Looks like $18. I'd be comfortable getting 15 of these, 15 or 16. So there's $133 right away. And you can do the variations tab as well, and you can kind of get the best size. Oh, and look at that. So these might not necessarily be the more profitable size, but they sell a lot faster, and cash flow is king. So we look here, $36, and let me pull up this real quick for you. Oh, let me just get this out here quick. So we look at here, 1897. So 1897. I have some stricter margins, just in general, but you look at here. So this is where it's been bouncing back and forth. That pink box is called the buy box, and that's what people have been able to sell it for. So $39, between 37 and $39 is where I would probably put this. And I think with back to school, you see that uptrend that occurred last year, and then eventually into the new year a little bit. So you could sell these for $37.50 pretty confidently, and they sell how many times a month? 200 times a month. We can see right here. So with something selling 200 times a month, I'd say you could probably get 20 and be pretty set. So $102. So between the two listings, it just made you like 100, $250 pretty quickly there, all from this one listing. Like it's all there. Like you can see the difference. 1897, $36. You're just taking money and running. And that's FBA. FBM, if you ship these out yourself, which you easily could do, and honestly, what I would recommend for beginners, you're going to make a lot more money. I just don't really like dealing with products at this point. That's just where I'm at because I'm, I'm more about scale, I guess. But yeah, you make way more money. So if you did this FBM, $158, that's FBM cost is basically how much it would cost to ship out. So something like this is going to be $5 to ship out, generally speaking. And yeah, 37.50, $8 a unit. So yeah, that's like $300 right there, making you about $300. Let's just continue on, see what we can find. Okay, so this guy's just full of actually Nike stuff. So if we go through all these listings, I won't at the moment. I mean, I'll show you. I'll show you another one, but they're all the same thing. You're going to be able to buy 5 to 10 pairs of all of these pretty confidently for that 1897 price. Yeah. So 1897. Yeah, it's like this guy sold 15 this month. And you can see that 15, and he sold them for 41. So 1897, 41.1, and $5 shipping. So he's making $10 a pair. That guy sold 15 pairs this past month. We could probably do the same thing. So there's another $164. So it really is just about having the money to put down. I mean, in total, you'd have had to spend like $600 to get back 700. So, or 600 to get back about 500. That's a pretty good listing. So, like I said, this is just super scalable, right? And it doesn't take a lot of money to start. It's very easy to do. So I just wanted to kind of show that to you guys. Let's see here. Honestly, I'm probably going to call it right there. Just wanted to kind of give you a brief interview or overview of what I'm doing on a daily basis. But it's that easy, dude. It really is that easy. So yeah, I hope you have a good one.